yourself.
Nananea mukuyada. Keseno ka fete pela na cocina que nasce. Tosike, na karaba tose. Vamano ena hete patasela no da telosi kipeando. Veba toshikima na hete. Nunama bahana. Ba e kose adama tabeshiki nemo otasi. Nahalo bashi. Greetings. Greetings to you all. We are coming into your space as you have come into ours, and we are one in the energy here of that which is the energy of the crystal, of the inner. And we greet you because we see you and we hear you and we speak with you. You are of us, and we are of you, and we are of Telos, of that which is within. That which is within the very place, the vibration of the inner place of being, the inner sanctum. And we greet you with a greeting from a Dharma who is our leader and has always been a guide, and one who has brought us to places of great comfort, places of great awareness. And this is a hallowed place. It is hallowed. It is indeed hallowed. And we welcome the energy that is here. Indeed. I am a Dharma. It is, shall we say, a time and a resonance. It is a place, a moment of historic utterances, of places of being. I am coming through to those that hear, those who are willing to understand the sequence of events that have been occurring within the very plane, the very realm that you call Earth. Between the firmaments, the great waters above, the great waters below, and that it's in between. When you look at what is occurring, if you look at the vibrations and the crystalline energy that is transforming from all of the realms into a solidity of great flexibility, you will understand that you are moving into the transition. The silica within you is becoming more and more resonant. You are beginning to transmit the vibration that is coming from the very heartstone of your planet. The vibration that is coming to you is not love, peace, and joy. I will rephrase that, state it again. It is not love, peace, and joy. What it is accepting validation of the fact that you are in the right place for what is coming into this realm at this time. Because, dear humans, understand that you have enough teachings coming to you of all of the love that you can take. You have enough teachings that are coming to you of all that you must rise up and become. But how many of you understand that you need to come into a place of validation? You need to rise up and know who you are, validated not by another's stamp of approval, but by your own awarenesses of truth. In Telos, we have many chambers, many rooms, many avenues, many homes, many temples. And in each of these, there is a placement. There is a place where you can go into, and you are surrounded by the most reflective crystals that we can find. These crystals emanate the very light vibration that washes through at a cellular mode, a cellular place of being. It is as if as you stand in this reflection, you can feel the cells of your body expanding and contracting, as it is if it is going through a manipulation of washing, as if your whole body is being scrubbed. And when you step out of that place, that chamber, your vibration, your resonance, your aptitude, everything about you has undergone a new sequential change, a new sequential resonation. It's not that you have gone from this level and all of a sudden jumped up to this level. It is the same as if you were to take something of great value that had become dirty and marred, and you placed it in ointment or in a particular substance that ate away at all of the dirt, but left that valuable item behind. And you would pick it up, dry it, wipe it. It would be as if it was a new life, shiny and bright. And that is exactly what happens to the internal cells in this chamber. You do not have these chambers on the upper world. We would invite you to come and try them in our place, in our domain. But many of you do not find the ways to tell us very easily, because you try to find it with your mind. The Telos ways are not mental. They are of the aptitude of intuitiveness. And we have invited many thousands of humans to come into our place, come into that which is the resonation frequency exchange realm. Because you see, Telos, my dear friends, is a place where you know who you are. There is no expectation, there is no pressure, and there is no demanding that things are done in a certain way, because everyone knows exactly what they are to do, when they are to do it, and why they are to do it. Sounds very boring. But my friends, I would say, when you are in a place where everything flows, not because you have to do something, but because you find your greatest joy and greatest purpose in living to do what it is that you're doing. And when you know that as you do what you have the unction to do, it makes way for everything else to come with grace and ease and fluidity. How many of you desire fluidity in your lives? For things to flow with grace and with ease. How many of you have noticed that at the beginning of your earth year, you have discovered that it is not as easy as what you thought it may be, even though you were told in the latter parts of the year that have gone past, it's going to be a good year. It's going to be a huge year in the energy. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. But things are not turning out the way that you had an expectation. Good. Because that leaves you open. It leaves you open to that which is coming. Because there is coming a great change. A change of the magnitude that you would call enormous. Like an earthquake magnitude that changes and shifts the face of your planet in small areas. But it is not, I'm not declaring there's going to be a big earthquake. I want you to hear I use the word like. But the energy that is coming is going to ask of you. It may sound like a demand at times, but it will come in such a way that you will be forced to look at everything that is around you, realizing that you are on a precipice. That everything is shaking. That the house that you felt was firm and grounded is actually made of glass and very fragile. And this is good. I want you to understand. We are here to tell you it is good. Because as you are aware, you begin to change. You begin to illuminate in a way that you have never illuminated before. And as you allow the illumination to come into your life, so it is that it begins to broadcast through your own arena, your own home, the shadows, that you are then able to look at and to integrate. That you can heal. So that when you go out into the world, as it changes, your illumination, as your words, as you were singing, is not just a beacon, because understand this. A beacon says there is a light far away over there, maybe I should go to it. It's telling me something. Is that not what a beacon is? You place a beacon in a high place so that it illuminates in a high place. But what good does it do? Rather, your illumination is a moving flame of illumination. It is a moving flame because it resides within you. And as you move through that which is your journey of life, you take the light into the places that that beacon cannot fit. Hear what we're saying. Darkness is coming to this world in this decade. And your light and the lights of all those that you are connected with are the illuminations that are required to be. Now you would say, but Adama, why would you give us this type of message? We have been enjoying ourselves. We've been having laughter. Why do you bring this bad news, this sadness? Because if I did not, then I would not be validated and I would not be in my own self, the Adama that I am. I would be giving you half-truths. I would be sitting there saying, it's okay. You feel good about yourself. It's all right. Now, I'm not saying that you must not feel good about yourself. I am saying that there is coming something that your illumination will hold back. Because where there is light, darkness, even though it may be around you, but where your light is, there is no darkness. Why? Because you are illuminating. And when you are illuminating, you are spreading that light. What is the light, my friends? What is the light? The light is the truth. The light is the awareness within your own hearts, your own I am divine-centered beingness that says this is the truth. This is where the rubber hits the road. And this is how my life will impact those that are around, not by me dictating, not by me saying this is how it must be done, but by me doing my purpose. by doing what it is that I'm here to do. Because when you do what it is that you are here to do, what begins to happen is the person standing next to you looks and goes, I can do that. I may not be able to do exactly that, but I can do that. And so they begin to mimic you, to learn. And what happens is their purpose becomes ignited and they start to illuminate. And the person next to them goes, I can do that. And they mimic, and they ignite, and they illuminate. And this is what it is to be something of an infection. Now, I know amongst you on this realm, the above world, you think of infection as something that is not good. But I want you to look at yourself and imagine if you could place this dire ignition of love, of light, of being the truth into other people. How do you do it? If you cannot physically tell them, teach them, because they will not hear at that time, you must infect them with a smile, with the truth of your words, with the truth of your actions. For there are many. We are not just referring to the ones present, beloved, but there are many in the world that will say one thing in a group, one thing on a special day. And then as soon as that meeting, that gathering is done, and they turn their backs and they walk into the other world, what happens? They forget. They become something different. Become something that is not what they said they would. Today, this year, this moment, Telos is here to help you. Telos is here. The energy of those who went into the womb of Mother Earth, of Gaia, are here. Here to assist the energy of you and those others that would hear this to go forward into the defined perfection of the imperfection of your purpose. You are divinely placed, each one of you, like a piece of a puzzle. Each of you have a unique pattern. Each of you have a unique remembrance of who you are and why you are here. You are all integrated into this time of your earth time for a unique purpose of being alive today. Do you think it is mistaken, coincidental, that you are here at this time listening to this message in this room, on this recording, talking to somebody who heard the message at a later time, discussing it? No, it is not coincidental. It is because everything is woven together. You say, what is my purpose? Each one of you in your heart knows that answer. Yet it is the loudest and the most hounded question of humanity. What is my purpose is the foremost question when you come into the presence of ones you consider higher, the higher masters, the God energy, the angelics. Why am I here? What is my purpose? We would say this to you. I, Adama of Telos, would say this: your purpose is to live the truth so that others may know the truth and thereby live the truth. And thereby, when there are enough who live the truth, speak the truth, and act upon the truth, those who are creating discordancy will not be able to function. Because the truth would have taken root and begin like a mustard seed to grow into an enormous tree that supplies not only food for the birds, the feathered animals of the sky, but for the insects. It gives shade, and humans can take from it too. This is a moment, this year, for many of you, this month is your turning. It is if you feel that you've been a lump of clay and you've been splattered onto that which is the turning wheel. And you feel as if you are being molded and then pushed down, and then molded and pushed down, and molded and pushed down. And as if every piece of air is being squashed out of you, and you're saying, why am I consistently being raised up to be pushed down? It is because the vessel that you are being made into is a vessel of honor, a vessel of truth, a vessel that can be used. And it is not a vessel of silver or of gold or of copper, but it is of clay. Because clay is of where you came from. The honest truths, the honest elements. You are so honored. Even as I am speaking, those that came with me to announce have spread around this room and are infusing into it as we speak the vibration of peace, of joy, and of love. Because even though the Heartstone is bringing a new resonance of validation, of authenticity, of ownership, of self, it is built on that which has already been the love and the acceptance of who you are. You are not children. You are not young energies. We do not need to speak to you gently, gently. You are mature beings. You have studied. You have gleaned information. It is time now to define for yourselves what is your truth. What is that to be put aside? It is time to look very closely at the information that you are allowing to come through to you through the various screens that you are addicted to, and ask yourself, why am I allowing this to come through? What is its validation? Because you are precious cargo, if you will. Universe holds you. This group, and many like this group, are precious, are being molded, being prepared. Because when the wave crashes, and it will crash, people will be lost. Not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. And they will be looking for the light in the darkness. Are you that light? Are you they that will rise up and say, it matters not what others think about me. It matters not what they say about me. I will live my life that others will find me and learn from me. I am Adam, and know that I have much love for this time of humanity. We promised that we would come and assist the humans to enter back into their time of discovery when their world broke down. We are preparing to walk amongst you again. We are not yet walking amongst you. It is not yet time. We are standing by. That is how prepared we are. But we have hope that the wave will not crash too soon. That humanity will rise up and say no. No to that forthcoming energy of destruction, of despair, of ripping nation against nation, family from family. And we will rise up and we will bring in a new paradigm that is based on all of that which we've taught ourselves and being taught, the foundation of love, the true love. And we will begin to validate the teachings. We will begin to validate the beings. We will begin to validate and authenticate the truth that we speak. And you will begin to see a new rise of being. You will begin to see a new rise of energy. And this is what we seek. This is what we ask to be part of. So my human friends, understand this short but intense, passionate cry of my heart, of the people of Telos. As we stand before you as your friends, as your compadres, ones that are willing to step into the fray to assist you. We are here and we are waiting for you. And we send out our vibration of love, our vibration of validation, our vibration of authenticity. And we wait for you to connect to it and to step into it, to learn for yourself so that you may resonate it back to us. Many of you at this moment are being ministered to by my fellow Telosians. A hand upon your shoulder, a whisper in your ear, a hand upon your heart that is heavy, to take from you the heaviness so that you may be light. The whisper telling you all is as it should be. It is all right. Do not worry. The hand on the shoulder to say, you are not alone. We are with you. Your feet are being washed because you have prepared the way many times. Sometimes unacknowledged. And you have put your shoulder to the plow many times being unrecognized. But you are recognized. It is time. It is time to be who you are in truth, in honor, in dignity. I am Adam.